use that they usually grant, but this went viral and caught a lot of people's attention, including mine, because on a typical day, on a typical Monday, I would not be listening to matters that belongs to the heart. And my policy usually stands with I don't really put mouths or engage in marital people's affairs because husband and wife issues you get as they be. But this is a really, really painful interview, and many men are on this table. They usually do not come out, and when they do, they are being abused or ridiculed. Rather, I will use ridiculed rather than abused because society has actually groomed men to be tough, groomed men not to appear to look like victims. Society have told men you don't need to cry, even though you are down and bad and sad, and you are even suicidal. Society is really tough on men. Let's be very realistic. And even at this point, many people, like he said, including family members, are upset with him coming out. Um, I'll be very honest and blunt here. And I would say, I don't think this interview will do him any good, other than, yes, he used the opportunity, which I like, to sell himself and tell the world what he does for a living, because I really do not even know him. So now I know he's an MC, and I know a lot of people would want to patronize his services uh, in the long run. So, other than that, the world is a very um, it's a bad place. This world we live is a wicked place. We have lots of wicked people. Damaged people create more damaged people. That he's telling his story, which is very painful. Seeing a man cry on camera, it hurts. Usually, men don't. We always put up a brave face, but when you see a grown-up man break down just because he loved a woman, not like he was beating this woman, not like another man, ruffled him up, or someone came and made a mess out of him, just because he loved a woman. you know um it changes a lot of things in you, and it makes you think of this world in a different light. He made a lot of mistakes, let's be honest. He made a lot of mistakes, and there were tail signs that, but when you are in love, then you yourself, you begin to remember that butterfly love you express towards the opposite sex, and how you were once beaten. You see some similarities, you see some red flags. And that's why when some men act the way they act, women will cry, women will rule, they will shout, but they don't know the angle you are coming from. You see, this man is damaged. Let's be honest. Even when he say he's damaged, he's a damaged man. And a damaged man never repairs himself. A damaged man will go about damaging more women. And in this light, we just say, why can't we just be nice people in this world? Why can't we just appreciate people for just being nice to us? You see, the mistake he made was, why would you allow your wife travel? This is not a girlfriend. This is a wife. If it's a girlfriend, I would like, oh God, I beg, I beg. This is a wife. But why would you do that? Number one, the way the normal thing we see or hear is the husband moves, right? Not the wife. Then again, there is no child in the picture. Already, that is a concern that your marriage will not last. But it shows the dynamic in their marriage, who controls that marriage, and it is not him. Yes, there were financial challenges. It happens. These are young couples coming together. It happens. As life goes on, you guys keep striving, keep accomplishing things, keep moving on. Financial situation keep changing. You are acquiring properties or acquiring, positions that puts you in a good stride. But then there were multiple concerns, multiple red flags. You don't call your wife 5 days she's not returning your call. You don't, a lot of things went wrong. But then you will look at it and say he was just in love. Like he said, I only want to make her happy. It's like, making people, you get punished for making people happy. Let's be honest, you get punished for making people happy. But if this man has been a ruthless man, if this man has said, no, you will not travel, the world would insult him. The world would abuse him. The world would call him a wicked man. If this man has said, no, I am the one to travel, if you reverse the case, this man they would have, in short, a lot of people who don't even know him would go to one devilish fetish place and start abusing him in this moment. You see, I don't know how his life is going to look like, because at 48 years, there's the possibility of him still raising having a child is still there. But then add 20 years to your life, you'll be 68. Would he live long enough to see that baby at 20? Because he has wasted a lot of time. He wasted his youth hoping, wishing, believing, thinking, and loving. It's so sad. Now, but the patterns were there. You see, let me be honest, and that's why I say I'll be blunt. Women punish weak men. Women punish weak men. Once you're a weak man, a woman will punish you and not think about it. But once you're a man who is decisive, a man who is ruthless, a man who understands his value, if you see those signs, you would either kick the woman out and say, get out. I can't take this anymore. You are not the kind of person for me. But a weak man is punished. I have seen it countless times. Here in Canada, I have friends, stupid men and weak men, who allow their wife to ridicule them, who cannot control their wife. I know women don't like control. A man must control his wife. If you don't control your wife will control you. And if your wife controls you, your marriage is finished. You must control your family. You are the man, you are the leader. Anybody coming out to tell you control, that God punish you. God punish you. You must control. You must set boundaries. You must not allow certain parasitic entities and demonic people step forward into your home. If you don't have control, your house will be open to all devices. Stupid people will come in. Wicked people will come in. Nasty people will come in. You must put controls and boundaries. If you don't put control, your wife will come home 2 a.m. If you don't put control, your wife, another man will take your wife. Let's be honest. When you talk about control, so women, it irritates their ears. Those are women who do not want to stay in a marriage. A man controls his wife and his children. A man puts boundaries, rules in place, and ensure everybody stay committed to that rules. If you don't control your wife, that was how one of my stupid friend, the wife said they are having walk retreats in another province. That is where there's no control. Walk retreats. How? Where? Walk training. Where and how? Who is training you somewhere else? From where and who? Who is that trainer? From walk retreats, he entered that, oh, you're bothering me. I can't stay. She went to hotel to go and sleep. That is how it starts. No control. Now they are divorced. They're divorced. Weak men, women punish weak men. Women punish weak men. There's another one. Multiple stories. I don't want to begin to share people's personal story. They are many. And when you advise these men, they will tell you, you just look at them and laugh and move on. And tell you will come back. You will cry and come back. Now, this one is crying on English studios. Others are crying to their pastors. Some are crying to their lawyers. Some are crying to their friends and family. Some are begging women who do not want to stay with them. You do not beg a woman who do not want to stay with you. If she wants to leave, show her the door. Never. You must continue to demonstrate the value of a man to your family and to your wife. Let her know you are the leader. If you know one thing, hit the door and replace her quickly. That is how you are. You are a man. Our ancestors did not die on top of one woman. They married multiple. And their marriages were successful. It is the stupidity of Hollywood and romantic movies, romantic novels, meals and booze, and all nonsense contemporary issues that are now telling you you must be a modern man. You must. Who told you you need to be with one woman? Who? Where? Even the Bible. Where? Show me the verse. Show me where. The way people, I just don't know how the modern man just became so weak and stupid, annoying me up and down. That is why what is this nonsense? You watch a man cry it was painful. What nonsense? Why are modern men now this weak? How? How did we become this way? When you talk, they say, no, you have to be, you are sending flowers to someone who does not pick your call. You don't get the message. What is wrong with you? Are you okay? Yes, it's painful. It's your wife. I understand. It's painful. It hurts. But you should get the message. Now she showed you the message. She was showing you the signs. You can't read because your eyes is blind. Men don't love. That's another truth. Men don't love, men care. Women love and women must respect. Men, we care, we don't love. When you love, you are stupid. You act stupid. And men should not be stupid. As a leader in your home, you should not be stupid. You care. You don't love, you care. You show care. But when you fall in love, you act foolish. And that's the result of it. They punish you. And you'll be punished. There are so many men who are on the table, they will be punished. They deserve to be punished.